When you're chosen, your setbacks can often be ordered by God. Let me give you an example in my life, and this started a year and a half ago with me. So a year and a half ago, I was selected at work to do something that I consider very elite. In other words, if I had this opportunity to do that, I have fulfilled everything I wanted to do with where I worked at. And I got in there and lasted about a month, and then they decided that I was not the right fit. They wasn't that happy with me, and they, told me that they want me to succeed. So they sent me back where I was successful in another division that I worked. That's a polite way of kicking you in the gut. No hard feelings though. But anyways, it was demoralizing to have to go back as a failure. Okay, and I've always been the guy that, no matter what I do in life, me and my brother both, we've both have been able to succeed in whatever we decide we want to do, no matter what it is. I'm not used to failure. And so I come back, and shortly after that, my ex-wife or wife at the time files for divorce. So now this is a 1-2 punch. Needless to say, by now, I am totally demoralized, totally embarrassed. Let's just say I wasn't living the dream. And those of you that's had this happen, a spouse filed for divorce, knows how humiliating and demoralizing it is, and confusing. So anyways, shortly after that, I had another opportunity to do something different at work, and it's something I've never done, really never had any big interest in doing, but this was going to require basically a 24/7 obligation. This was going to be, just a total on-call type of thing. And I applied for it, eventually got it, and I went through training to do this. I got about a month into training, and it was obvious to me and everybody in training that I had no anointing for what I was trying to do. I was terrible. I was horrible. I was so bad that I went to my supervisors on lunch break and said, I'm really bad. I don't belong here. And anyways, I knew it was the right decision, because I knew somebody could replace me that'd been better at what I was trying to do. They needed somebody else, better qualified. So anyways, I stepped down from that. There again, got to go back, face everybody as another failure. So I've had 1, 2, 3 punch in my life, and it was rough. I was in a bad place. That's when Jesus got a hold of me, and he said, all right, here's what I want you to do. Don't focus on all the failure. I want you to focus on yourself. Okay? I want you to lose weight. I want you to get your confidence back. And while you're doing that, I want you to go to the gym. I want you to start working out. I want you to build your confidence back. For what I have you to do and what you've been called to do and what your assignment requires is your self-confidence. So I went through a 1-year transformation, and I would not be doing what I'm doing right now, sitting in front of a camera talking to thousands and thousands of people, unless I had this self-confidence. I would have never, ever gone into ministry. This is something I had a desire to do 20 plus years ago, something I felt like I belonged in, but I never pursued it because I was occupied with life. I was occupied in marriage. I was occupied in a career. I had no room for God. I can honestly tell you now that I've totally submitted to God, submitted to Jesus, and I'm like liquid, ready to flow anywhere. One of the biggest areas God had to deal with me in my life was pride. There's no way a year and a half ago, or even a year ago, I would got on social media telling anybody that I failed at anything. The assignment on my life is to reach out to those chosen ones that feel abandoned. Reach out to those chosen ones that feel neglected. Reach out to those chosen ones that feel like they have no hope for a future. Your today does not have to be your tomorrow. God does love you. He's got a perfect plan for your life. The hard part is for you and I to learn how to cooperate with Him.